Hi guys, we'll be talking about Pag-IBIG Regular Savings versus Pag-IBIG MP2 Savings. Now, I'm sure you've heard a lot about Pag-IBIG MP2 Savings, all the news, all the hype, and now we'll be just looking into it and sort of compare it with the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings. Okay, so here we go. So what is the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings Program? So the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings is a secure and convenient savings facility that gives you high annual dividend earnings to help you secure your future. This is because you can eventually withdraw your savings after membership maturity of 20 years, or after your retirement, or after the occurrence of certain grounds. Okay? How much monthly contribution should be paid by a Pag-IBIG regular savings member? 100 pesos is the minimum amount that the member should pay per month. However, employed members immediately double their monthly savings with a counterpart share given by their employers. In other words, employers also give 100 pesos as their minimum monthly contribution. Okay? Can a Pag-IBIG regular savings member add more monthly membership savings or contribution? Yes. So the answer is yes. The more monthly contributions you remit, the higher your dividends will be. Employed members can add to their monthly membership savings by submitting a request for upgrading of savings form to their employer. Additional savings can also be sent via virtual Pag-IBIG at any Pag-IBIG Fund branch or through any of its authorized collecting partners outlets or online payment channels. On the other hand, self-employed or OFW members can add more monthly Pag-IBIG regular savings anytime using the payment channels mentioned above. So, how much dividends in a year can be earned through Pag-IBIG regular savings? So, in 2021, the Pag-IBIG regular savings attained a dividend rate of 5.5%. So, that's not so bad, right? I've read somewhere that dividend investors, when looking for dividend stocks, they usually look for stocks with a dividend yield of at least 5%. So this one is um, a little bit higher than that. So that's we can only say that the dividend rate it's decent, to say the least. Okay. The Pag-IBIG Fund is able to pay its regular savings members such dividends since it sets aside at least 70% of its annual net income and credits it proportionately to its members' Pag-IBIG savings. Okay. Now, we will go to the Pag-IBIG MP2 Savings Program. So what is the Pag-IBIG MP2 Savings Program? The Modified Pag-IBIG 2 or the Pag-IBIG MP2 Savings Program is a special voluntary savings facility with a 5-year maturity designed for active Pag-IBIG Fund members who wish to save more and earn higher dividends in addition to their Pag-IBIG regular savings. Now, what are the notable features of the MP2 Savings Program? First, it's easy to save as the members can save for only a minimum of 500 per contribution or remittance. 500 pesos per remittance. Second, it earns higher dividends than the Pag-IBIG regular savings. Third, such dividends are tax-free and can be withdrawn annually or after the 5-year maturity. And finally, MP2 savings are government guaranteed, right? Because they say the government will never go bankrupt. Right? So, who can be members of the MP2 Savings Program? So, the MP2 Savings is open to active Pag-IBIG Fund members. It is also open to former Pag-IBIG Fund members such as pensioners and retirees with other sources of monthly income regardless of age and with at least 24 monthly savings prior to retirement. It is also open to natural-born Filipinos who reacquire their Filipino citizenship pursuant to Republic Act 9225 or the Citizenship Retention and Reacquisition Act of 2003 with at least 24 monthly savings prior to permanent migration to another country. So, how much is the minimum amount that one can remit to the MP2 savings? The minimum amount per remittance with the MP2 savings is 500 pesos. We already mentioned that. However, you may choose to remit a one-time lump sum amount for the whole 5-year period of your MP2 savings. So generally, there is no limit with respect to how much you remit to your MP2 savings. But should you make a one-time remittance that exceeds 500,000 pesos, you shall be required to make such remittance via personal or manager's check. Also, members with MP2 savings or remittance of above 100,000 pesos shall be required to submit proof of income or sources of funds based on the checklist found in the MP2 savings enrollment form. How many MP2 savings account can you open? Now, this is really up to you. No, there is no limit. You can open and maintain multiple MP2 accounts. It's up to you. Sky is the limit. But with respect to the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings, you can only maintain one account, which is the mandatory account. How much dividends will your MP2 savings account earn? Your MP2 savings will earn annual dividends at a rate higher than the dividend rate of the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings Program. In fact, in 2021, the MP2 savings earned a dividend rate of 6%. Now, to recall, as what we've mentioned, the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings Program earned a dividend rate of 5.5%. Right? Now, where does the Pag-IBIG invest the MP2 Fund? Now, Pag-IBIG Fund invests at least 70% of its investable funds in housing finance as required by its charter. So when we say housing finance, this means the housing loans being provided by Pag-IBIG to its members. Now, if that is the investment, now it only follows that the income from such investment comes from the amortization paid by said members, the members who applied for housing loans, right? So that's where it comes from, partly. Aside from that, the Pag-IBIG Fund also invests in government securities and corporate bond. Okay. So when can an MP2 savings member receive his or her dividends? MP2 savings dividends can be received in two ways. Number one, through full withdrawal of your MP2 savings after its 5-year maturity. In this case, the dividends are compounded annually. Or, you can have it by annual payout. In this case, MP2 savings dividends will be credited to your enrolled savings or checking account. Now, those members who have no Philippine bank account but nonetheless opt for an annual dividend payout shall receive their dividends through check. Okay. Now, can you withdraw your MP2 savings before the 5-year maturity? Yes, but under certain circumstances. You can pre-terminate and withdraw your MP2 savings prior to the 5-year maturity based on the following reasons. So, you see here, for active Pag-IBIG members, you can pre-terminate your MP2 savings on the ground of total disability or insanity, termination from employment due to health reasons, retirement, permanent migration to another country, unemployment due to layoff or company closure, OFW repatriation from the host country, death of the MP2 account holder with the MP2 savings to be received by the member's beneficiaries, or critical illness of the MP2 account holder or an immediate family member as certified by a licensed physician and subject to the approval by the Pag-IBIG Fund, or other meritorious grounds as may be approved by the Pag-IBIG Fund Board of Trustees. Now, there are also other grounds that pertain to retirees, pensioners, to members with compounded dividend payout on their MP2 savings, and for MP2 savings with annual dividend payout. So you can go over this if you want. Now, we'll have a brief summary. Pag-IBIG Regular Savings and the Pag-IBIG MP2 earn dividends that are both tax-free and both are government-backed or government-sponsored. So that makes it pretty safe, right? So as already mentioned, as of 2021, the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings dividend rate was pegged at 5.5%, while the MP2 dividend rate was set at 6%. Now, considering that such rates, it is being maintained historically, it is maintained at around such rates. In my opinion, the MP2 or even the Pag-IBIG Regular Savings is as good as stock, right? Granting that such dividend rates will continue or we will be maintained or even increase, it is as good as stock. Uh, Investing it as investing in stocks. So having Pag-IBIG Regular Savings account is mandatory to all employed Filipinos, while having an MP2 savings account is voluntary and its availment is entirely up to you. Generally, a Pag-IBIG Regular Savings requires you, the member, to pay a minimum monthly contribution of 100 pesos. For an MP2 savings account, you have to pay a minimum of 500 pesos. However, you must keep in mind that you can only have one Pag-IBIG Regular Savings account. On the other hand, you can have multiple MP2 accounts. So, that will be it for now. I'm just wondering, what do you think? So, what do you think about this? Is opening an MP2 savings account worth your time? So I would like to hear your thoughts, your opinions about it. And please leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe.